guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution Tarot, and I'm here today to bring you a postcard from Spirit for January 2022. Oh my gosh, last year kind of flew, and there was a lot of growth, a lot of learning, and now I feel like it's time to put it in practice. I'm ready for our blessings to come in. Amen, my friends. So what I'm going to do is bring you a few messages from Spirit through Oracle. I'm going to use the Colette Baron Reed postcard from Spirit Oracle, as well as we have the Past Life Oracle, the messages from the Unicorn, and the Psychic Tarot Oracle as well today. So basically this is tarot card, but I'm not bringing any formal tarot, I guess. The cat tarot kind of wanted to come in here and there, but I think this is what we're going to go with. My battery is low as well, so I'm going to try and bang this out quickly. Just going to take a moment and ask Spirit to join us. I'm going to ask Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, my team of light, and any of your spirit guides that would be here for the entire good, the entire collective, for the highest good, to join us, to guide, guard, bless, and protect myself, this reading, and any of you who would ask for it, to use me as the clearest channel possible for the most far-reaching of messages, but that again are only for the highest good of all of us watching. What I heard was thought-provoking as well. For some of you, these may really provoke some thoughts for you. Use this empowered vulnerability, because honestly, no matter what messages come through, it's still up to you and your active free will, the choices you make, the steps you take, and how you integrate this, my friends. So this lies at the tips of your fingers, the soles of your feet. This is personal freedom, it's personal power, so use it wisely. For all my subscribers, I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being here. And if you're new to my channel, welcome guys. Thanks for stopping by. If this resonates and you'd like to see more, please hit subscribe, join the journey with me. I'd love to have you along the ride. So I'm gonna get in here first because these flew, and like I said, my battery's kind of low, and I got the kids having some time on their tablets really quick, so I want to get this out before all heck breaks loose. So we have a few things. The two flew out, and they want me to show you the top thing. It's a dragonfly. It says, "You are magic." So I heard there's a lot of transformations. Something about cuddle. For some of you, you may really need to cuddle and to really have some human connection. But I also heard cuddle fish. So for some of you, they may resonate. Okay. So I'm gonna bring you here. Let's see. This message says, "You are divine beauty." Dear you. The simple yet powerful law of cause and effect means everything in relationship. Every action on earth has a consequence, and even in the spirit world, there is a consequence for every action taken on your behalf. Right now, you're facing conditions that were set in motion by past decisions. Consequences are coming into being in your favor. They will remind you that making good choices and listening to your intuition pay off. If some things are a little off and uncertain, know that whatever you are facing, you can step beyond it just by using your imagination and acting on that instead of reacting to what is being presented. Everything you think and do has far-reaching reverberations in the web of life. Move to higher ground and have faith that what goes around comes around. The universe is always self-correcting anyway. Isn't that amazing? How we adore you. This means also too, I feel like it's not pushing and pressuring things. What goes around comes around. So if you're feeling kind of slighted, or like someone else hasn't received their karma for something, know that on that end, that comes around to them. But this is also with you. Put out that good juju, because what goes around comes around, my friends. We also have here this with love. Dear you, sometimes you just feel like no one understands you. You're not heard, or even that you don't count. This, my dear, is a terrible illusion. And although your feelings tell you that abandonment is real, well, we know who you are. We who love you know better. You are never alone, and even when rejection happens, you are ultimately being protected so better things can replace what wouldn't have worked in the first place. Everyone on this side of the veil is watching over you and rooting for your ultimate success. Life loves you, we love you, and you are a unique part of the divine and always connected to the light and to source, and you are always in our care. Trust and keep the faith, loving you always. For some of you, keep faith. That is not, that was a slip. That's the illusion, to having to let go of this illusion that for some of you, I heard like this may be that everything is always all right. You know, maybe we try and hide our feelings from the world or hide ourselves, but without giving in to those vulnerabilities and those feelings with this dragonfly, that transformation can't happen. We need to give in to the vulnerable sides of us that are telling us, hey, it's time to move, it's time to change direction, it's time to open up, it's time to, for some of you, this is weird, not weird, but sperm donor, so it might be weird, but for some of you, this is the message. For some of you, if you know having children is something that you've always wanted to do, and you know that, you know, you're not sure if you want to settle down in a relationship, or if you're in a same-sex partnership and that's something that, and you know, you are lacking in sperm, okay, and that's something that you may require. This is things that options, and this is, I guess, there's this thinking about all of the different things, but again, remembering there are consequences to actions, right? And that things that we're going through right now, this could be reverberations too from past things. So I brought this past life oracle, and this was on what we could let go of. And some of us, we have Asia. For some of us, we may be in Asia. For some of us, we have past life ties to Asia. For some of us, we've been in Asia, no longer in Asia, or we are, like, again, and there's something there that there holds a lot of significance. There could be past reverberations where we're still kind of working through some of the karma, and what I heard is trauma from a period in this time. For some of you, though, what I heard is Buddha and connecting to awareness. For some of you as well, what I heard is like monastery and temples, and just I'm hearing like Om, right, the chanting, and to using this wisdom, using the knowledge that was gained there. You have high priest or high priestess. This as well as connecting with the spirit of the divine within you, and not judging yourself, and not I heard also blaming yourself, but not underestimating yourself, and the power of transformation. I heard also the power, and I heard there's power, there's grace bestowed upon you, but this is just how powerful your presence is. So you have authority figures here as well. For some of you, this could be in the law. For some of you, like, this is stuff we're going to let go of, right? Let me see the book on this. You see, it could be the law, but I don't even think it is the law. For some of you guys, like, what I heard is like almost defiance, right? Oppositional defiance, or something like someone says no, and you're like, stop me. I think for some of you, there's been a lot of your fire is fueled by people telling you can't do it or don't do it, and you're like, watch me, and who are you to stop me? For some of you, what I feel like this letting go is too, is that if there are people who you feel kind of have an authority in your life, but they don't deserve it, or why are you giving your freedom and your power to them? This is a question to really mull over. Okay, so if there is someone in your world, and again, it could be from a past world, okay? It could be just bringing awareness to these kind of opposition to authority figures. For some of you guys, being like this high priestess energy. I also heard kind of like that witch energy, and for many of us, false imprisonment, death, right? The kinds of things that they did to witches, just by being able to say she's a witch, or you know what, even if you want to, there's nothing wrong with being a witch. Today I had my little cauldron my hubby got me. It's a small little thing, and I went to open it, and I was touching it, and I was like sealed shut. And I keep this little thing of crystals in it sometimes, and it was smoky quartz, a smaller version of this today, and it was like, I had to touch it, but there was so much power there, and it was difficult. I feel like there's some importance to that, okay? Because a lot of you as well, for some of you, this may be something to let go of, this really trusting your intuition and feeling out and letting go and letting God is what I heard. It may be really difficult because, again, maybe in the past we've been persecuted for our beliefs, and this is the time to go, you know what? We're going to bring awareness now. Again, too, like this could be past life stuff. You have the arts here. This could be past life stuff that these consequences are now reverberating down. So Spirit's asking me to bring you a message from, I want to say the mermaids, because I think it's because I saw only the flash of color on something, and I thought of Atlantis. Not sure where it is now. Oh, is that it? Yeah, Atlantis was underneath the arts. So right away, I feel like for some of you guys, and karmic relationship was under this, because you really could be even working through some karma from Atlantis. There could be times where, you know, there's just some unfinished business, or, you know, you are currently dealing with a soul that this is the last time you guys parted, is what I heard as well. Okay, so bringing your awareness to situations, though, where you may also just have your back against authority figures, but this is also really understanding that you need to bring awareness to the fact that you have authority, that you can be connected to your intuition. I want to also say about this with authority that Dr. Brian Weiss is a psychologist or psychotherapist, something like that, but he put his career on the line to introduce past life regression and past life therapy, and to say, you know, when I'm regressing patients, I'm hitting past lives. This is real, and this really does have something to do with how they're living their life. And you know what, at that time too, this is, how did he become an authority on past life? Well, by sharing his stuff, and by doing this. For some of you guys, you know, you're an authority in what you do, and it's just, you got to believe in yourself, because eventually, if the world hasn't caught up, they're gonna catch up to you, my friends. So let's see what the unicorns have to say. I heard it's okay to change your mind, you know, like I'm reading with a couple Doreen Virtue, bless you, cards here, and, you know, she's renounced her spirituality and is Christian, and, you know, we're allowed to change our minds and change our belief systems. It's how we grow and evolve on the path that's meant for us. So you get here, pets. You love and understand animals. For some of you may want to be a vet, but for a lot of you, I feel like what do the unicorns want to say right now is that when we're experiencing hard times, lean into your pets. Lean into those little familiars who are with you as well. So for some of you, right, I wish we had a pet unicorn, but this is our dog, this is our cat, this is our birds, our snakes, you know, whatever reptiles we have. Bottom of the deck as well is creative. Following those creative sparks. We had the art show up with, they're not here, it was the other one, but with the past life. And this is just being creative and not questioning what you're making, not doubting your creativity, and not being hypercritical of whatever it is you create. You know what, I gotta say this, Spirit's putting it like in this terms, is every once in a while we make something for dinner that is so, we take a bite, right, bleh, no, done. I don't want that. Does that mean that we're not going to cook again? No. Right? It means we won't do that again. We learned. This is where you want to use this analogy, is that you still have to cook and feed yourself, right? You still have to eat every day. But practice. Practice makes perfect. And to remember, what did I do wrong? Because clearly that wasn't right. And somewhere along this way, when you're in this creative process in the kitchen, you're wondering, is it going to work out? Is it not going to work out? You kind of know it might not, but it's worth the risk, because you know what? Some of the most delicious things were discovered by accident. So the bottom, we have try something new, and definitely yes. So this was actually the bottom, but when I picked it up, this is the card I saw. So I feel like these are really important as well. Pay attention to your pets. Try something new. The answer is definitely a strong yes, and I think you already know this within your own intuition. So allow yourself to be connected, I heard, deep into your soul, to really allow the understandings and information that you're receiving, I heard, to sink in for some of you. For some of you, I heard it's really important to call upon divine protection, to call on Archangel Michael or even Archangel Metatron. Ask him to help you connect into your power. Ask Archangel Michael to help shield you with this sword, to know that you are safe, you are protected, you are loved. And what I heard is you are a firefly. You're a light in the dark to so many people, that it wouldn't be right and it wouldn't be fair, is what I heard, for this dragonfly to live underground and spend their life as a nymph, would it? No.